Hi. About 9 years ago, a friend of mine, Tim West, came from California to visit me in the city of Blue Diamond. And he's the kind of friend that never gives you heads up that he's coming. But the timing was perfect. It was great. I was very happy to see him because at the time, I felt like my mind was gonna explode from things going on in my life. It was a great break. And so girlfriend went to Russia, and it was only two of us staying at the Blue Diamond house. Out of the blue, we start recording videos on my Samsung Note 5 about our daily activity and what we was doing and what we were thinking about. We was trying to figure out why world the way it is. And Tim also was sharing about important truths he discovered with everyone. We got an idea in one of the episodes. You can scroll to that part in that movie. It's 51 minutes and 41 seconds, I believe. The idea was, what if we decided to find all the truths from all the parts of the world? We figure if we put efforts and try to find it piece by piece, day by day, book by book, person by person, eventually we will have it, not all, but maybe most of it, with God's help. And that idea inspired us. Also, during the same period of time, we interview some random people and we ask them what kind of truths you would like to share with the world. And some of them share a few things, and you can find those videos on this channel as well. Did you ever park your car by the wrong side to the gas pump? Well, if you did, you know that you can try to stretch that to the other side of your car where the gas tank is, or you can just right away turn around and park it correctly. But however, the truth of the fact that that gas tank is on that side was maybe available to you, but the lack of focus made a mistake that then cost you some time because you had to turn around the car, and that on itself was extra time away from your life. I was thinking, how many decisions in life we're making based on not truth, on something else, and how often we do not keep focus on it, and how much it costs us, money-wise or time-wise, to make the wrong decision, and then we have to go back to it and try to correct it. And life isn't that long. So we had a great time with Tim. He was a great vacation, I would say. Well, you can see it all in the movie. And so Tim went back to California after a short visit. Girlfriend came back to from Russia, and a few years went by. I kept having this strong feeling that I should do something with those videos that were recorded because it was just sitting on my camera. And closer to 2020, I finally get to it, and I put it all together in one video and made it available on YouTube. And as I mentioned before, of course, it is not a professional video, but you can get an idea where our thoughts was 9 years ago and what Tim wanted to share with the world as well. And then, as you know, in the previous videos in 2016, we met with John Christ. When I say Christ, I don't mean that it's his last name. And Christ, it's achievement with God. That would be probably the most accurate way of saying it. John never came up to me and say, "I'm John Christ." No, I figure out from spending so much time with him and connecting the dots that he is. You already know that John helped me to rescue my business from nearly bankruptcy. And there was a lot more that John did in my life. But little by little, I'll tell you about some of those incredible things. I also say that John is Messiah for this land of America. God teach him for 3,000 years, and he learned God's truths, and he had it available to share with us. And just like when Jesus was baptized in the Jordan River, and sky opened up, and God say, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased, listen to him." The same things apply to John that came to fulfill the second part of the God's prophecies for this time. son of Dave, that came on the order of Melchizedek priesthood. And as you know, we spent almost 7 years with John, and I asked him a lot of questions. During the course of that time, of course, I asked John many questions. I find out that it is not a game, it is a war. I find out that humanity downshifted and living on the lower energy levels today. I find out how to be success in life. I find out that there are other teams that are against you before you even was born. And in some circles, they call it other team. I also learned about the fact that we are living in the hologram, that it is sustained by the power of God's mind, the Most High God's mind, that is our Creator and the Father. I learned about the power of thoughts and the fact that it is a joystick to navigate in our reality. I learned about blocking or closing doors on negative and how much life can change from doing that. Working with John for all those years gave me a unique environment where I could learn the truth or lesson from him and apply it almost immediately. And day by day, applying truth really changed my life for better. Things got improved. I got more joy out of life. I got purpose in life, and things that used to be or looked at time back in the day as a big problem to me, today was just a phone call to make. Learning focus helped me to remove or reduce the amount of mistakes I was making, and pretty soon victories outcome the wrongdoings. Again, life made another step forward. I also learned from John about health and basics to stay healthy, and the fact that God's solutions are cheap or free. You just have to learn truth about herbs available today and you can stay healthy. And now let's take the word live and read it from the back. And it will be evil. So it's someone that against of life, against of health, against of those good things, right? Let's see what the Bible say about him. John 8:44. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Whenever he speaks a lie, he speaks from his own nature, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Genesis 3:4-5. The serpent said to the woman, "You surely will not die, for God knows that in the day you eat from it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Genesis 4:8. Now Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, then Cain rose against Abel his brother and killed him. 1 John 3:12. Cain, who was of the wicked one, and murdered his brother. And why did he murder him? Because his works were evil, and his brother's righteous. And so we can see that evil's goal is to keep you as far as possible from the truth, because then you are controlled or dead. And on top of it, he can claim the victory over your soul when it's all over. Isn't that why Jesus say, truth will set you free? And now I would like to give you a real-world example from today's time, how lies used against you. For over 10 years, Las Vegas sky was bombarded with metric tons of chemistry that create artificial clouds. It is done with the use of park of airplanes equipped for this activity. They fly over Pahrump and Las Vegas area multiple times, leaving long trails behind that after a short time looks as sky was painted from blue to white. without even going to chemical compounds of this activity, I would just say that this subject was manipulated, or people's minds was manipulated against reality or truth. Please check movie The Demon. It is available on YouTube to learn more. You would think it is not possible to drop metric tons of chemistry over large population area. And you are right. But with technology of mind control, it is. We touched this subject in the previous video. I would like to do experiment with you now. I'm going to say keyword that your mind was reprogrammed against in a very negative way. Try to feel yourself right when I say this word. Chemtrails. Chemtrails. Now, if you felt negative when you heard the word, try to analyze why would that be. This technology surprised even as a team how effective it is, and they decided to take it to a step further. They now say there are 3 genders, not 2. Why it is happening? As in the days of the beginning, to steal life from you, because it is not a game, it is a war. And I would like to remind you why I started this channel. We are living in a time of probation that is running out in 249 days, and unless America make radical changes in most of the aspects of the society for better, or another way, let's make a leap jump in our mind and get closer to God's bar. That way we don't have to have any immense catastrophes that this next total solar eclipse will bring. And we can do it if we share this message. And from the previous videos, you learned that when I share that message, when I become active about it, and for over 2 years I was sharing that message in the churches, there was an attempt on my life. Let's learn truth while we still have time and make necessary adjustments, and listen to John, the one that God sent, as God say, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased." Listen to him. Thank you.